Hello beautiful ladies and welcome back to Elegant Style. This channel is created especially for women over 50 who value confidence, elegance, and timeless style. Here we talk about clothing choices that make life easier, not harder. Style that supports who you are today, not who you were years ago. So before we begin, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel and stay with me until the end because today, we are talking about something powerful and very clarifying. Today, we are sharing 6 things elegant women over 50 never wear. This is not about rules. This is not about trends. And this is definitely not about dressing boring. This is about understanding why certain items quietly work against elegance, while others support it naturally. Elegant women do not chase fashion. They choose with intention. They understand that elegance is not loud, it is calm, it is balanced, and it is consistent. What they avoid matters just as much as what they wear. Many women believe elegance comes from expensive clothes or perfect bodies, but that is not true. Elegance comes from clarity, from knowing what does not serve you anymore, and letting it go without guilt. After 50, our priorities shift. Comfort matters more. Confidence matters more. And clothes must support movement, posture, and ease. Elegant women understand this. They do not wear things that fight their body or distract from their presence. This video is not about judging. It is about freeing. Because once you stop wearing what works against you, getting dressed becomes simple. You stop second-guessing. You stop adjusting. And you start feeling at ease in your clothes. Each of the 6 items we will talk about today is very common. You probably own at least one, most women do, but elegant women have learned why these pieces quietly lower the quality of an outfit, and they choose differently. What makes this important is that these items often feel familiar. They feel safe, they feel easy, but familiar does not always mean flattering, and safe does not always mean elegant. Elegant women over 50 do not dress to hide, they dress to support. They choose clothes that move with them, that frame their body gently, and that allow their personality to shine through without effort. As we go through this list, pay attention to how each item makes you feel. Notice which ones you reach for often, and ask yourself why. Sometimes the most powerful style shift begins with awareness. By the end of this video, you will see elegance in a new way, not as something you add, but as something you protect, by removing what no longer belongs. So let us begin with the first thing elegant women over 50 never wear. It is very common, very tempting, and often worn with good intentions. But once you understand its effect, you will see why truly elegant women quietly avoid it. The first thing elegant women over 50 never wear is clothing that looks worn out, tired, or careless. This includes faded fabrics, stretched necklines, pilling, thin areas, and pieces that have lost their original shape. Even when the item was once beautiful, time changes how it looks and elegant. Women notice this immediately. Many women keep wearing worn clothes because they feel comfortable. They remember when the item looked good, or they believe no one notices. But the truth is, worn clothing sends a quiet message. It suggests neglect rather than ease. And elegance is never careless. Elegant women understand that comfort does not come from old clothes. It comes from clothes that fit well and feel good on the body. A worn-out top may feel familiar, but it no longer supports posture, shape, or confidence. Instead, it pulls the look downward. Fabric quality matters more after 50. As skin texture softens and posture shifts, clothing needs to do more work. Faded colors look dull against mature skin. Stretched necklines draw attention to areas we want to soften. Thin, worn fabric collapses on the body instead of skimming it. Another common habit is keeping clothes just for home. Elegant women do not separate themselves into outside and inside versions. They choose pieces that feel good enough to wear anytime. This does not mean dressing up. It means choosing clothing that respects you even in private moments. Worn clothing also affects how you move. You pull at it. You feel less put together. These small actions change your posture and presence is a key part of elegance. Elegant women regularly edit their wardrobe. They check fabrics. They notice stretching and fading. When an item no longer supports them, they let it go. Without guilt, without drama, it requires awareness. Version can instantly elevate an entire wardrobe. Quality does not mean luxury. Color plays a role as well. Faded black looks gray. Soft neutrals can look washed out when fabric thins. Elegant women prefer fewer pieces that maintain their color and shape over time. If you want to test this, take one outfit you wear often at home, put it on, stand tall, and look at how it feels. Does it support your posture? Does it frame your body? Or does it disappear and pull you down? Elegance begins with respect. Respect for your body and your time. Worn-out clothing quietly removes that respect. Elegant women over 50 understand that letting go of worn pieces is not wasteful. It is intentional, and intention is at the heart of timeless style. In the next part, we will talk about another item elegant women avoid. It is very popular, very comfortable, and often chosen with good intentions, but it quietly works against a refined, elegant appearance. The second thing elegant women over 50 never wears clothing that is overly tight and restrictive. This includes tops that cling to closely, trousers that pull across the hips, and dresses that restrict movement. These pieces are often chosen in the hope of looking slimmer, but the result is usually the opposite. Elegant women understand that tight clothing creates tension. When fabric pulls, the eye notices strain. It sees pressure instead of ease. And ease is essential to elegance. When clothing looks uncomfortable, the body appears heavier and less relaxed. Tight clothing also changes posture. Shoulders lift slightly. Breathing becomes shallow, and the body holds itself in a guarded way. Even the most confident woman can appear uncomfortable when her clothes do not allow natural movement. Another issue with tight clothing is constant adjustment. Pulling at hems, straightening seams, and shifting fabric. These small movements happen without thinking, but they signal discomfort, and discomfort quietly removes refinement from an outfit. Fabric choice makes this worse. Thin, stretchy materials worn tight. They exaggerate areas rather than smoothing them. Thick fabrics worn tight add bulk instead of structure. Both extremes work against a polished look. Elegant women choose clothes that skim the body. Not tight, not loose. Skimming allows space between fabric and skin. The garment moves with the body, and the silhouette remains smooth and calm. This does not mean hiding the body. It means respecting it. When clothes support natural shape, the body looks lighter and more balanced. The eye follows clean lines instead of focusing on strain. Size labels are irrelevant to elegant women. They choose what fits, not what sounds smaller. They understand that the right size with a good cut always looks better than forcing the body into a smaller one. Tailoring plays an important role. A garment adjusted slightly at the waist sleeve or hem can transform how it feels and looks. Elegant women invest in small adjustments instead of buying multiple tight items that never feel right. Movement is a key test. Elegant women sit, walk, and stand comfortably in their clothes. Nothing pulls, nothing restricts. This freedom creates confidence, and confidence is always visible. If you want to check this in your own wardrobe, try sitting down in your favorite outfit. Notice how it feels. If it pulls or restricts, it is working against you. Clothes should support life, not limit it. Elegance after 50 is not about showing more. It is about showing intention. Clothes that allow movement and ease always look more refined. In the next part, we will talk about another item elegant women avoid. Something very common that seems harmless, but quietly breaks the balance of an outfit and adds unnecessary heaviness. The third thing elegant women over 50 never wears clothing with poor proportions that break the body into heavy blocks. This mistake is very common because the individual pieces often look fine on their own, but when combined, they quietly remove balance and add visual weight. One of the most common proportion problems is wearing long, loose tops with wide or loose bottoms. This combination creates one large shape from shoulder to knee. When the eye sees a single, uninterrupted block, it assumes size. The body appears heavier, shorter, and less defined even when the fit is comfortable. Another proportion issue comes from wearing the same level of looseness on top and bottom. Loose sweater with loose trousers, flowing blouse with wide skirt. Without contrast, there is no structure. And without structure, the outfit loses clarity. Elegant women understand that contrast creates balance. Length plays a major role in proportion. Tops that hit at the widest part of the hip draw attention there. Skirts that stop mid-calf without shape shorten the leg line. Trousers that break at the wrong point on the ankle interrupt vertical flow. Each of these small choices adds visual weight. A trouser length that shows a hint of ankle lengthens the leg. These subtle details create a lighter silhouette. Vertical balance is another key factor. When the top is too long and the bottom is short, the torso looks heavy. When the top is too short and the bottom is long, the body feels compressed. Extreme proportions rarely look refined. Harmony always feels more elegant. Elegant women use structure intentionally. If the top is relaxed, the bottom is more tailored. If the trousers are wide, the top has shape. This balance allows each piece to support the other. The outfit feels thoughtful rather than accidental. High-rise bottoms are especially helpful after 50. They raise the visual waistline. They lengthen the legs, and they reduce heaviness through the middle. Paired with a top that skims the body, the result is calm and polished. Layering is also used strategically. An open blazer, cardigan, or vest creates vertical lines. Vertical lines guide the eye up and down. They reduce width and add presence. Elegant women rarely close every layer because openness creates lightness. Color can either help or hurt proportion. Dressing in similar tones from top to bottom creates a continuous line. This elongates the body. Breaking outfits into many contrasting blocks shortens and widens the silhouette. Elegant women often check outfits in photos. Photos reveal proportion issues mirrors may hide. They adjust one element at a time: length, structure, contrast. These small changes make a powerful difference. Good proportion feels effortless. You feel supported, and the body looks lighter without trying. Heaviness and removes refinement from even the best outfit. The fifth thing, elegant women over 50 never wears clothing. Comfort is important, but comfort without intention often leads to sloppy silhouettes. Loose elastic waistbands, overly soft garments, and items with no shape may feel easy, but they quietly remove elegance from the overall look. Elegant women understand that true comfort comes from balance. Clothes should feel good on the body and still support posture and movement. A garment that collapses or loses, even if it feels soft, it does not feel refined. Structure does not mean stiffness. It means gentle support. A defined shoulder, a clean neckline, a fabric that holds its form lightly. These details allow comfort and elegance to exist together because they fit well, not because they are shapeless. The sixth and final thing elegant women over 50 never wears the belief that their best style years are behind them. This mindset affects every clothing choice. When women believe they must settle, they stop experimenting. They stop refining. And they stop enjoying their appearance. Elegant women do not dress to compete. They dress to express who they are now, and that evolution is powerful. They choose clothes that reflect confidence, experience, and ease. This mindset shows in everything: how they stand, how they move, and how they wear even the simplest outfit. Elegance is not about perfection, and presence begins with self-respect. Elegant women avoid worn-out, careless clothing. They avoid overly tight, restrictive pieces. They avoid poor proportions that break the body into blocks. They avoid cheap, shiny fabrics. They avoid comfort without structure. And they avoid the belief that elegance fades with age. These choices are not about limitation. They are about clarity. When you remove what does not serve you, style becomes simple. You stop fighting your clothes. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. It is something you protect. By choosing wisely, and by letting go of habits that quietly work against you. Take a moment after this video to look at your wardrobe. Notice what feels calm. Notice what feels heavy, and trust your instincts. You already know more than you think. If this video helped you see style differently, please like this video and subscribe to Ever Elegant Style. This channel is here to support women over 50 with timeless guidance, confidence, and ease. No pressure, no trends, just clarity. I would love to hear from you. Which of these 6 things surprised you the most? And which one are you ready to stop wearing? Leave a comment below and join the conversation. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next video.